Welcome back, guys. Randy with Marino's Collectibles. We have another video. This is part 2 to the haul that I told you that I got from the last 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. We went over the Sonics, the Swamp Things, and the other Advanced Under the Dragons lot last video. Now we're doing the more costly part of the video, so stay tuned. Alright guys, we're going to start it off. Like I said, this is the more pricier part of the haul that I got. Again, just because it's pricey doesn't mean I got it for pricey prices. So, say that fast. But we're going to start this off with Batman issue 255. First off, if no one's ever seen this thing is thick. This is like twice the size of the giant size X-Men 1. This is a beautiful square-bound book, high grade, and I got it dirt cheap. But this is Batman 255. This came out March, April 1974. Len Wein story, Neil Adams and Dick Giordano art, Neil Adams and Nick Cardy cover, 100-page super spectacular death of Professor Milo. This is the first appearance of Anthony Lupus, a werewolf. So really happy to have that. I love earlier Batman. And yeah, keep it going with the DC. This is a recent acquisition that I got from my guy John at Out of Print Comics. His prices are phenomenal. I can't talk about it enough. If you are from the New York area, Capital Region, check out Greenbush, Out of Print Comics. It's on maps, just look it up. This is Secrets of Haunted House issue 5. You guys seen this? It's a classic cover. I got this book 2 weeks ago and I read it. It is a great read and the cover is just what makes it. This is Secrets of Haunted House number 5. Came out December 1975 between January 1976. Murray Boltinoff, Guy H. Lillian, Arnold Drake, and David Michelinie story. Albano, Rinaldo, Henson, and Chan art. That's a tongue twister. And Bernie Wrightson cover. So this is just an iconic classic cover that just keeps skyrocketing, guys. Can't believe it. I think I paid $50 for this. And in this condition, it's probably about $100. So I'm very excited to own this and have this in the PC. Thanks again, John. Next up, we have Strange Tales 146. So this is a higher mid grade, like a 4.0. This is Strange Tales 146. This came out July 1966. Stanley and Denny O'Neil stories. Dan Hook and Mike Esposito art, Steve Ditko cover and art, Eternity vs. Dormammu. I did not read this yet. I am very excited too. What I like to do first is when I get my pickups, I go through it, I rebag, reboard. Most of the time, if it's an expensive one, I clean and press it. If it needs humidity, all the work first, then I separate it. Then I like to do the videos, then I get into the reading. So Eternity vs. Dormammu, very excited for it. Last Steve Ditko, Doctor Strange. So it's pretty cool, pretty significant, awesome cover. Another, we'll keep it Strange Tales. This is a phenomenal cover. Bright red. I can't believe the shape in this book. Look at that. Beautiful. Strange Tales 158. This came out July 1967. Roy Thomas story. Marie Severin cover, Jim Steranko story and art, Marie Severin and Herb Trimpe art, first full appearance of the Living Tribunal, and letter film from Bill Mantlo. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, these are all for PC, guys. None of this is for sale. All right, another beautiful book that I'm just so humbled that I got this in my collection. This is Daredevil number 16. Look at that. Look at the condition on that. So right here we have Daredevil 16. This came out May 1966. Stanley Story, John Romita and Frank Giacoia. Cover and art. First John Romita Spider-Man art. First appearance of the Masked Marauder Spider-Man appearance. So this is just the John Romita and Frank Giacoia. Like first John Romita Spider-Man art. Oh man, too bad he's not alive. That would be a great signature. What a legend. But that, I love the realism covers. They do that a lot with the, what they do with the Hulk, Thor, the Namor with the buildings. Iconic. Great piece. All right, another one. Always wanted this in my PC. Again, not too pricey, but it was always up between that $1,600 mark, and I was just always looking for, you always want the deals. You always want to, if you could get a steal and not a deal, that's great. So this was along the steal line. So I was very happy to get this. This is Prince Namor, the Submariner, issue 8. This is hard to get in high grade due to the black background. You got the bright orange Namor, but the black background is what makes it hard. This is Submariner, issue 8. This came out December 1968. Roy Thomas story, John Buscema and Dan Atkins art. John Buscema cover. Submariner vs. Thing. First Silver Age appearance of Betty V. Alright, now we are going to our X-Men pickup. Let's just start off with a banger. We got X-Men 100. So I did not clean and press this yet. In the condition that it is in, it's a mid-grade. I'd probably say it's about a 6.65. A clean and press will benefit it, and it might be able to push to a 7.75. So little, but still presenting. And this is a book that mid to higher grade is definitely worth keeping in the PC. This is X-Men 100. Just came out August 1976. Chris Claremont story. Dave Cockrum cover and art. Old X-Men versus new X-Men. Great cover. This is more of a higher grade, extremely high grade. This is definitely going to be sent out, and we'll have get this signed. This is X-Men 96, first appearance of Moira McTaggart. This came out December 1975. Chris Claremont story, Dave Cockrum and Sam Granger art, Dave Cockrum cover. So, like I said, this is a very extremely high cover, or excuse me, high grade. Just looking at this as is, this thing is maybe a 9.2, 9.4 as is. I think it's out of reach for the 9.8, maybe. But I definitely think it could be a 9.6 potential. So if I get Chris to sign that, that would be real nice. All right, next up, this is probably like a 3.0, but it's a beautiful and presenting, and I'm still gonna keep it till I get a higher grade. This is X-Men issue, excuse me, issue 18. Love the cover. So this is X-Men 18. This came out March 1966. Stanley story. Werner Roth and Dick Ayers art. Kirby, Roth, and Ayers cover. Magneto appearance. Still got about half a stack left. This is a bigger book. Very happy to have this. This is X-Men issue 10. I got this for one heck of a deal. X-Men issue 10 came out March 1965. Stanley story, Jack Kirby and Chick Stone cover and art. First appearance of Kazar and Zabu, the Sabretooth, and the Savage Land. So there's a lot of misunderstanding with this. People say, or some apps might say, first Silver Age appearance. This is the first appearance of Marvel's Khazar and Zabu. There was a Khazar that came out, I think, in the Golden Age, but it was a different name. I'll put the names down here, but Golden Age Khazar was a different man, different name than this Marvel, present Khazar. So I'll put that right here, you'll see it. But pretty cool, very excited to have that. Next up, we have Avengers 47. I told you guys, there's some bangers in this collection. Avengers 47 came out December 1967. Roy Thomas story, John Buscema and George Tuska art. Don Heck and Frank Giacoya cover. Don Heck, I already repeated that. First appearance of Dane Whitman becomes the new Black Knight in issue 48. Okay, another one I was very pleased to have. This is probably like a 7580. This is Fantastic Four 51. Beautiful, beautiful cover. This came out June 1966. Stanley Story, Jack Kirby and Joe Sinnott cover and art. Second appearance of Wyatt Wingfoot. Love that cover. This is a very high grade. Very high grade. There's a couple little defects. I think as is, it could get about a 9. With a clean and press, and definitely a little work on the staple. There's no interior staple rust. It's just on the outside, so I gotta do a little magic on that. And I could put this to might be a 9.4. 9.6 maybe, but definitely a 9.4. And I paid $20 for this, guys. This is Spectacular Spider-Man number 64. Came out March 1982. Bill Mantlow's story, Ed Hannigan and Jim Mooney art. Ed Hannigan, Al Milgrom cover. Origin of first appearance of Cloak and Dagger in a newsstand. All right, we're just crushing it here, guys. Thanks for staying with me. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscription button. Star Wars 42. So I upgraded, guys. I did have a 5.0 raw. This is more like a, I don't know, between a 7.5, 8.0. So I'm gonna clean and press it, and I'll submit it, sometime. But this is Star Wars 42, came out December 1980. Archie Goodwin story, Al Williamson and Carlos Garzón cover and art. First appearance of Boba Fett in comic. First cameo appearance of Dengar, Bosk, IG-88, and Zuckuss, bounty hunters. First cameo appearance of Emperor Palpatine, aka Darth Sidious. So, very, very happy to have that. Upgrade. So now I'll take the lower grade and put that for sale. So if anyone's looking for about a 5.0 copy, 5.5 at best, let me know. Okay, next up. Do I have it on there? Let me see, I gotta turn around. Right here, baby. I don't know if you can see it in the light. Right here. We have All-Star Western number 11. So behind me is 10, this is 11. This is the second appearance of Jonah Hex. This is All-Star Western issue 11. This came out April, May 1972. John Albano and Denny O'Neil stories. Tony De Zuniga and Gray Morrow art. Tony De Zuniga cover. Again, second appearance of Jonah Hex. Last issue becomes Weird Western Tales. So that is cool. Now I can read those back to back. If anyone is anyone, they have this. It's a shame that it's not a perfect 9.8, but this is the only thing keeping it from being extra crispy. But this is Batman Vengeance of Bane number 1. First print is right here. This little dig. But other than that, this thing is nice. So we we have here, Batman Vengeance of Bane came out January 1993. Chuck Dixon story, Graham Nolan and Eduardo Barreto art, Glenn Fabry, cover, origin and first appearance of Bane. Last two comics, guys. We have Raiders of the Lost Ark, issue 1 in a newsstand. Came out September 1981. Walt Simonson story, John Buscema and Klaus Janson art, James Sherman cover, movie adaptation, first Indiana Jones in comics. Pretty cool. And last but not least, I wanted this for a long time, and you just forget about books, but it was always in the back of your head. Then when I saw it in the for sale bin, in the new pickups from out of print, it was there. This is Journey into Mystery with the Mighty Thor 109. This is the classic Magneto magnetizing his hammer to come to him. Like that is crazy. So this is Journey into Mystery number 109. Just came out October 1964. Stanley story, Kirby Stone and Coletta art, Jack Kirby and Chick Stone cover, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants appearance. And that is it, guys. That concludes my two-part haul over the last 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed these. Let me know what you think about this side of the haul with mostly Silver Age and all the keys. Definitely was a bit pricier, but I'm definitely 100% happy with the pickups that I got. So if you're new to the channel, again, hit that subscription button. Please comment down below, share the video, give me the likes, all that good stuff. Remember, respect the hunt and collect with purpose, guys. Peace.